Hey y'all, I'm going to give you 5 reasons today why trying to love your body might be getting in the way of actually feeling good about yourself. So, number 1, it is so far off and impossible sounding to love your body for a lot of people that thinking about it might just be making you feel helpless, powerless, hopeless, overwhelmed, and like a failure. And feeling disempowered and like a failure, it takes you further away from feeling good about yourself. So just the impossibility and far awayness of trying to focus on loving your body may actually be enough to make you feel worse about yourself instantly. Number 2, it's just one more impossible standard because you might never like or love how you look. Now, loving yourself and loving your body is possible, but loving how you look all the time probably isn't. And for some people, loving how you look ever might not be. And part of the reason for that is because we are wired to prefer the images that we see. So we see images constantly of very homogenous looking people, especially women. We see ads and images and movies and TV and media and social media, and we are always seeing this very specific aesthetic. And it's super lean, super thin, super sort of perfected, beauty culture, conventional norms abound, long lashes, lean cheekbones, big, perfect shiny hair, all these things. You might always prefer that because we are wired to prefer what we see most often, and that is what you see most often in our culture. So you may always prefer that aesthetic, which means you might never achieve it for yourself, and you might never prefer how you look, which means you might never love the appearance of your body. But even if you did achieve that, even if you could look that way, would you eventually age out of it? Yes. Will you love how you look when you're 90? Is loving how you look actually in any way really an important marker of loving yourself? I don't think so, because you're going to lose it eventually if what you're preferring is this very specific aesthetic that is so celebrated in our culture, because you will eventually age. Also, you can feel good about yourself and feel confident anyway. That is the foundation of body neutrality. That is what I believe in. That is what I teach my clients, because body neutrality is always available to you, no matter how you look. It is about disempowering the narrative that how you look is an important part about you, or one of the things about you that gives you value or worth. That's not true. Body neutrality allows you to feel good about yourself, love yourself, feel confident in your skin, all while it doesn't matter whether or not you do like how you look. So it's one more impossible standard because for a lot of people, it's not going to be possible for them to like or love how they look. Number 3. It keeps you playing small. If you're waiting to start living your life, the life of your dreams, the life that you imagine you'll live when you reach your goals or your dream body, maybe going for that promotion, starting a family, traveling the world, learning Spanish, joining a book club, whatever it might be, then you'll be waiting forever. If you're waiting until you reach those goals, those body goals, you're like, oh, when I finally lose 10 pounds, I'm going to do this thing that I've always wanted to do. You're going to be waiting forever. And also, if you're waiting to feel good about yourself until you do those things, you're missing the key element of what it means to feel good about yourself. Because putting off the life of your dreams for any reason leads to a smaller, weaker inner life, worse self-esteem, more feelings of disempowerment, and less joy. So if you're looking for a feeling of emptiness and isolation, then by all means, put off your life and live small. And putting off your life and living small until you reach your body goals is a really, really common thing to do. But feeling good about yourself as a person comes from doing things that make you feel good, that promote growth, that push you outside your comfort zone and challenge you, that give you a reason to feel proud of yourself, and that build your self-trust and your confidence. So going and living a big life, no matter how you look and no matter how you feel about how you look, is going to ultimately end up in you feeling better about yourself as a person. So if your goal is to feel good in your skin and feel good about who you are, then waiting until you achieve certain body goals or focusing on that before really living big is the wrong way to go about it. It will get in the way. Number 4, it reduces feeling good about yourself to feeling good about your appearance, which it reduces you and who you are to how you look. This is called self-objectification, and it causes tons of insecurity, feelings of isolation, low self-esteem, a lack of self-trust, It causes all kinds of problems, really well documented, that if you reduce yourself down to how you look, you reduce your value down to how you look, and objectify yourself in that way, that feeling good about yourself is actually a lot harder. Way, way, way harder. So that could be getting in the way as well. And lastly, focusing on trying to love your body often provides a misdirection away from the important work required to actually feel good about yourself. So if you're trying to build self-acceptance, self-love, confidence, self-trust, self-respect, body neutrality, you can build all those things, but you have to do the work required to tune inward, discover what emotional needs you have to get met more directly, instead of trying to meet them by looking good enough that people just give you belonging or acceptance. You have to learn how to go and get belonging and acceptance in spaces that have it available for you, which means building social skills, practicing courage, putting yourself out there, discovering who you are and what you like. All of that stuff, learning to be authentic, is the work required to really feel good about yourself. So if you're focused on how you look, it will misdirect you and take you off on this direction when the work really required to actually feel good about yourself is over here. So, for example, maybe you are not getting enough attention, or you're lacking in community or that feeling of belonging, or you feel insecure about your partner's love or loyalty, or you struggle to find meaning and purpose in life. Instead of trying to lose enough weight or look beautiful enough to solve all of those issues, you have to identify what's going on, really look inside you at what you need and what you desire, and recognize that you are both worthy of getting those needs met and capable of getting those needs met directly outside of how you look, no matter how you look, no matter how you feel about how you look, that you can do that directly, and that will make you feel better about yourself in the long run than focusing on this misdirection of trying to love your body, love your appearance. So those are 5 ways that it can get in the way of actually feeling confident in your skin. When you're trying to feel confident in your skin by trying to love your body, these can get in the way and actually cause you to feel way worse about yourself in the long run, which is super counterproductive, obviously. If you want to know more or ask questions, leave them in the comments. I'm happy to discuss.